Welcome back and get ready for some of the biggest upgrade surprises of the year in this show as we say ahoy once again to the adults only playground of Virgin Voyages for September and October next year. All exclusive offers from Cruise1st, and here to celebrate the occasion is Jenny Lyons from Virgin Voyages. Jenny, welcome back. Sorry, that's it. That's going to be a thing now, I'm afraid.
Always.
It's been ages since I've seen you.
Yes.
How are things at Virgin?
Brilliant. We've had a brilliant summer. So we've sailed full for most of the summer from Barcelona and from Athens. We've had a really successful summer season out of Portsmouth as well. So we've introduced a lot of new customers to Virgin Voyages, both from Barcelona, Athens, but especially from Portsmouth. I think it's given us a bit of a new audience.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And of course, very exciting in next year, which I can't believe we're knocking on the door of already.
I know.
Because Brilliant Lady comes along, doesn't she?
Yes.
Which is, I mean, she is, I think, one of the most talked about ships in cruising right now, isn't she?
I mean, just such a fantastic itineraries as well. So in just under 12 months' time, she's going to be sailing from New York, then moving to Miami for the winter, then doing a short season in Los Angeles, so she'll go from Miami to LA and then moving to Alaska. So our Alaska programme goes on sale on the 13th of this month.
Fantastic. Will that be the first for Virgin as well to Alaska?
Yes.
Oh,
very
exciting.
News.
Nice to know that that's on the horizon as well. And in terms of any other gossip I can eke out of you, are there any other ship plans down the road that we know of yet?
Not at the moment.
Not revealed.
I think we've worked out that we've launched 4 ships in 4 years, which is
it's good going,
It is good going, but we want to settle down a bit now and make sure that we continue on the great moves that we've been making.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, this show will certainly go a long way to making that happen, because we have got the most incredible news coming your way from Virgin Voyages. We're seeing a little bit of life on board right now, and it does look fun. Oh my word, I'm so glad you told us about Alaska as well, because imagine having all that fun and doing it in Alaska as well. Well, that'll have the dolphins jumping, won't it?
Yes, it definitely
will.
will.
My word, if indeed you get dolphins in Alaska. Maybe the whales instead will be like, oh, what's going on up there? That's different. Anyway, listen. We have got coming up 2 fantastic Virgin trips from Barcelona to Miami, both of which where you pay the insider price with us here at Cruise1st, and exclusively we upgrade you not just once but twice to a sea terrace balcony for free. And because Jenny is here with me right now, she's also going to throw in for those 2 cruises a $300 bar tab for your cruise. Cheers to that. Thank you very much. It's a deal so good that we had to make sure there were 2 sailings available so that everyone could take up the offer. We have a wonderful trip too on Scarlet Lady from Portsmouth in September over to Spain, Morocco and Portugal, ending with a stay in Barcelona. That's got a cheeky little offer on it as well. Let's start though with these 2 insider to sea terrace upgrades with bar tabs then, shall we? The first one, 16th of October next year, 19 nights in all, and we're flying first over to Barcelona to board Scarlet Lady, and here she is. Scarlet Lady started the whole story. I remember being on board when you showed her off in Liverpool in February in 2020.
Yes.
Oh my word, so exciting. But quite a bit has changed even for Scarlet Lady since that launch, hasn't it?
Oh, definitely. I think we've been sailing for just over 3 years now. We know who our audience is. We've been able to sort of adapt things as we've gone along, really, to make sure that we're still keeping our sailors happy. And believe it or not, Scarlet Lady's going in for a bit of a refit. Already. So it's quite standard, but that feels like yesterday that she's only just launched.
Completely.
So, and
what will be happening? Do we know?
Yes, so we're putting some more Rockstar suites on board.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
just tell us what a Rockstar suite is for those who don't know.
So a Rockstar suite is what we call a suite. So there's various grades of suites, the different places on the ship, so dotted about, so you get different sized balconies and things. But the things that you get extra with those, you get a stocked mini bar, you get your own Rockstar agent who looks after you, does your dining reservations, books your excursions.
Oh, nice.
You get access to Richard's rooftop, which is our private...
Oh yeah, this is the place to be, isn't it?
Our private sunbathing area, which is absolutely gorgeous, and every day in Richard's rooftop we do a Moe happy hour from about 5 till 6 every evening, and it's Moe on tap.
That would make you very happy, wouldn't it? One at a time responsibly, though, kids, remember?
Yeah.
When I say kids, I mean adults only, all the way with Virgin. And Virgin really is for cruisers of all ages as well, isn't it?
100% it is. So I think sometimes people think, oh, we're only for the younger crowd. But our average age, depending on the time of year, is always sort of about 50, from 52, late 40s, early 50s. So that's an average. But
that makes me too young yet.
There's lots of people that sail with us that are well into the 60s and 70s, and younger people as well. I always say it's a mindset rather than a physical age.
Well, I mean, our perception of what is old is so different right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, 60's not old, 70's not old. You have sprightly 85-year-olds who are still, swimming in cold water and all sorts. It's amazing, and everyone who wants to do this should. Let me talk you through the itinerary. So we flew over to Barcelona. Scarlet Lady is waiting for us. 15 nights on the cruise, over to Palma de Mallorca first. Beautiful, beautiful place to be anyway. You know what? It's not the UK in October. And that's all we need to know, really, isn't it, for a place like Palma de Mallorca? It's going to be sunnier than it is here. Fantastic, lovely. Then we've got a day at sea over to Casablanca in Morocco. You'll notice as well, I talk about the days of sea in the itinerary, and that is because, like Virgin is a good time on board as well. So if you had a busy day, you can also have a busy night and then a recovery day before the next port. So we've got a day at sea, and then we're in Funchal in Madeira. Those gardens look amazing, don't they? But I still want to do the cable car up and the wicker sled down. Have you done it?
No.
Oh, you got to do it. You got to. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Then we go across to Tenerife. Well, what do I need to tell you about Tenerife in October?
Beautiful.
It's sunny.
Sunny.
That's all we need to know.
Yes,
absolutely. Our next few days are at sea crossing the Atlantic, and that is going to be the greatest time on your cruise, of course. Virgin will keep that super lively and super full of activity. And we end the cruise in Miami, which is where Virgin are based, aren't they?
Got the Virgin V terminal.
It looks super lovely as well, doesn't it? It was especially for the cruises, wasn't it? And we're staying for 3 nights in a hotel before we fly back to the UK. So this is one heck of a package. And if you think about, I don't want to dwell on the weather, but let's just talk about the weather in October. Well, we've just been through October, haven't we? How was the weather?
Grey.
Yeah. What's it like now? Still the same. It's always dark and it's very grey. So this is a lovely time to go and do some sunshine cruising, isn't it? It's fantastic. And then have some time to spend in Miami. Now, I can't believe I'm about to say the words I'm about to say, because this, for me, is the Virgin deal of the century so far. If you book it now for next October on this exclusive with Cruise1st, we will give you a price in just a moment for the whole package based on an insider on Scarlet Lady. But you're not going to be an insider on Scarlet Lady. We're upgrading you once to the sea terrace with the view. Lovely view out to sea. Wonderful. And then we'll upgrade you again to where you can fling open the doors and be out on your own sea terrace balcony. And you're not paying for that upgrade at all. And Jenny's here from Virgin. You know why I invite guests, so they bring stuff to the party. $300 worth of bar tab for drinks included if you book this right now. So the package is your flight to Barcelona, your 15-night Brilliant Lady cruise with Virgin to Palma de Mallorca, Morocco, Madeira, Tenerife and across the pond to Miami, where you have a 3-night hotel stay, and your flight back to the UK. Your deposit on this today, because you need to book it today. I rarely tell you that you need to do something today, but you really do need to do this to get the double upgrade and the bar tab, because this is exclusive to us here at Cruise1st. And don't think I've been hiding the whole price because it's like $7,000 each. Hello. That's a double upgrade from an insider to a sea terrace, so from inside to balcony in cruise speak. And that is $300 worth of bar tab. That is your 15-night cruise and your flight to Barcelona and your 3 nights in Miami in a hotel and the flight back from Miami. Your deposit today is just £199 each. Time to get it booked. Now, we've already upgraded you twice, but let's just remind you of all the details, because there will be further upgrades. You were talking about suites and Rockstar suites and whatever. Maybe with that as a starting budget, maybe that's a bit more realistic of a possibility. Let's just talk about as well, Jenny, what's included in that cruise, because every single place you dine included in that price?
Yes, so we've not got a main dining room. All our restaurants are speciality dining, but there's no charge for any of those. So there's over 20 places to eat. Some are casual, like the pizza place, but you know, we've got places like the Wake, which is steakhouse, and it's a fantastic dining experience in there. That's all included in the cost, as are all the other restaurants. And
Wi-Fi included, and soft drinks and fitness classes and service charges and so much more.
Yes.
But let's go back to this bar tab, because you've thrown in a $300 bar tab for us. Now, first of all, what is a bar tab?
So what the bar tab is literally like putting money behind the bar for your drinks. So it covers your alcohol. So we include soft drinks.
Yeah.
So if you were to buy a vodka and Diet Coke, say for example, the money for the vodka would come off the bar tab. So, and you can use your bar tab to buy champagne, you can use it to buy bottles of wine. You're not restricted or limited on, you can only have so many dollars a day, or you can only have that drink because the other one's not included in your package, say. So it's a really flexible way of managing your alcohol, if you like. And
so if you've met a bunch of people that you love, you can kind of splurge for the whole table if you want to.
Yes. Or what I really like is you can go for dinner and have a bottle of wine rather than a glass.
Yes.
It just feels a bit more special.
Yes, that's very true, actually. That's very, very true indeed. Anyway, listen, it's on the menu for that offer there. So get yourselves on the phone lines as quickly as you possibly can. It's 0800 953 4700. Right, let's do another, because I did say to you that deal was so darn good, it's going to fill up and sell out before we know it. So I needed to make sure that there were two available. And we've got another one on a different ship. Similar kind of thing, actually, exclusive to us here at Cruise1st. This is Spain and Morocco to Miami on the 26th of October for 18 nights. Again, we fly to Barcelona. This time, we're boarding Resilient Lady, which is the latest of the ships. I always have to think of where we are, because, of course, there's another one on the way next September. But this is the latest to date.
Yes.
Resilient Lady, let's talk about entertainment and what happens on board, because this is far from traditional cruise fare entertainment, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's some amazing shows on board. It's not West End style, but it is West End style quality.
Yeah.
So there's a new show on Resilient Lady called Persephone, which is a modern take on Greek mythology, and it's absolutely incredible. The dancing, the talent of the crew that perform that show is just something else. It's really sort of something to watch, and it's performed in the Red Room, which is our theatre, and you actually stand amongst the cast while they're performing.
Oh wow.
It's very interactive and immersive.
Talking of the cast, let's talk about the crew that's on board as well, because we already know from Virgin Health Clubs, from Virgin Atlantic, that Virgin people are very much allowed to be them and to have a great personality. I imagine that really resonates on Virgin Voyages, because you're living with the crew at the same time almost.
Yes. Somebody said to me once that the crew are like fellow holiday makers, but just with the job to do.
Yeah, and just with a badge on.
Yeah, and that really stands out to me. The crew are super friendly. We pay them a great salary, so they're not reliant on tips to give good service. They give good service because they're great people and they want you to have a great time.
Yes, I bet they're having the time of their lives as well, right?
And we haven't got a cruise director. We've got a happenings cast that all play a different role in making sure all the guests, all the sailors have an amazing time on board.
Amazing. And the great thing about that, in plain English to you, is the fact that it's not contrived. It's like one big happy family. Everyone's just having the same great time together. And of course, it's adults only playground. So let's take this cruise then out of Barcelona. First, we jump into Valencia in Spain, which is, again, gorgeous part of Spain. Just pick some wonderful beaches there and just completely and utterly love them and enjoy them. We have a day at sea, and then we are into Casablanca in Morocco. Morocco's beautiful because it has its own kind of, completely its own feel, its own vibe. Lovely just to wander around and get to the markets as well. I would love to do that. Day at sea, and we are on Gran Canaria in the Canary Islands, of course. I love Gran Canaria. It's just so beautiful. Again, you know, look at the time of year and look at the average temperature. Just go to the web right now, look at the average temperatures on Gran Canaria in late October. You'll know all you need to know. Then we have our hop across the pond for a few days to Miami, and that's where we will end the cruise on Resilient Lady. But we are staying in Miami again because we have a 3-night hotel stay all booked in for you as well. So you can join the beautiful people on the beautiful beaches. Miami, is it somewhere you've been to, Jenny?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Not for a little while. I've not stayed there for a little while, but yes, I have been.
What would be your recommendation? What was the thing you did in Miami you think everyone should do that?
Shop.
Did you come back with bags?
Yes, I did. And
thought so.
That time of year, you could maybe start a bit of early Christmas
Oh,
shopping,
she said it. That's it. She said it. Oh, I thought that was banned on this channel. Yeah. No. It's quite right, though. If you're out in America, because it's very difficult to find things because we have fewer choices for shopping in this country.
Yes.
So actually, when you're going out to the States, it's your chance to buy something not everyone is buying. Which is brilliant, although I would imagine you end up treating yourself just as much as everybody else, but there you go. You can always buy an extra case, can't you, for the flight back? Not a problem whatsoever. Right, okay, so here is your itinerary. Amazing. Jenny, just very, very quickly, let's just talk about that time at sea, because both of those offers have the transatlantic crossing, so that is a good few days at sea.
Yes.
But no wasted time there, because there's plenty going on, right?
Yeah, loads of things going on during the daytime. You can, some of the restaurants, you can go for brunch in there as well, so you can have a late breakfast, early brunch.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Lovely.
that'll be lovely. Lots of activities, both sports activities, games. There'll be some things like karaoke on maybe.
Yeah.
But there's just lots and lots of things to do. One of my favourite parts of the ship is the social club, where you can just, I don't know, get a board game and play Connect 4 for a bit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's just nice. Or there's jigsaws that you can do there and that kind of thing.
Or just spend some quality time with your other half or family or friends that you're away with. Sometimes it's nice to just switch off completely. You have got Wi-Fi included.
Yes.
But actually you should smack your own hand every now and again and put it down, shouldn't you?
Put it down, definitely.
And enjoy the
Or even go
experience.
to your cabin and watch a movie.
Yeah.
Order ship eats. And
Oof, sounds good. Anyway, let's get you another deal of the century here, because you can book this with a low deposit, get a free upgrade, not just once but twice. So you're paying an inside price for the cruise, an insider as Virgin call it. You're being upgraded again to a sea terrace, that's ocean view. And then we'll upgrade you again to the doors of the balcony. It's not just a table and chairs out on that balcony either. There's a red swinging hammock waiting for you to place your finely formed self upon it and swing away out in the Atlantic. And we're also adding a $300 bar tab to this offer as well. Well, Jenny is. And this is for next October. That's the flight to Barcelona, 2 weeks of Virgin cruising to Valencia, Casablanca, Gran Canaria and across the pond to Miami. And then you'll have a 3-night hotel stay there included and your flight back to the UK. Exclusive to Cruise1st with a double upgrade. And a low deposit. And a low deposit of just £199 each. How often do I sit here and say to you, if you want a chance like this, you need to do it now? The reason I've shown you two relatively similar offers back to back is because I know that one of them will sell out straight away. So I needed to have a second one on backup as well. I said, don't come to the show. I said to the product team, I said, don't come with one if it's that good. If it's an upgrade from inside to balcony, and you're only giving me one option, it's not enough. I couldn't sit here and do it for you. So that's why we've got these two different offers. Remember, it's a deposit today of just £199 each. Imagine you had this in the bag. Well, don't imagine, make it happen. Here is the recap of the details, because we've upgraded you twice. Normally I'm saying here's the upgrades, but hello, how many more upgrades can we do? We've upgraded you kind of 3 times here, haven't we? So you're paying the inside price. We're upgrading you twice to a sea terrace balcony. And Jenny's throwing in the $300 bar tab as well for you to spend as you please, responsibly, one at a time. But that could be, rather than one glass at a time, it could be one bottle at a time, couldn't it? Enjoyed responsibly, again, I have to say, for the TV. Right, okay, let's move on to our final offer, because we've got a cheeky little deal on this one as well, and I'll squeeze it in. This time we're going Portsmouth to Lisbon, Casablanca and Spain. Now, this is a little bit sooner, actually, so you could take up one of those previous offers and this one, and they wouldn't clash. 12th of September, Scarlet Lady this time, in Portsmouth for a 13-night cruise. Sailing from Portsmouth as well, not quite so... You know, like Southampton's busy, isn't it? Because there's a lot of cruises going in and out. So with Portsmouth, you know, actually, you can have a bit of an easier time checking in as well, aren't you?
It's very efficient there as well.
It's not that far away either.
No, they've done a great job in Portsmouth. We really like working with them as a port, so little less chaotic, maybe.
Feels a little bit naval as
yes,
well,
it does. It definitely
feels
does.
a little bit more, hello, we're here. And we are on Scarlet Lady, of course, which is ship number one.
But we'll have had a refit by then.
Oh, right, OK, yes. So there'll be more suites and there'll be...
More suites.
A refresh.
Yes, a refresh. Razzle Dazzle is having a bit of a change of scenery as well. So Razzle Dazzle's going to become Lotus Lady by night and have an Asian restaurant in there.
Oh, that sounds nice.
And in the Grounds Club in the Galley.
That's the posh coffee shop, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
By night, that's going to transform into a bar as well.
Oh, OK.
Yeah, so...
It's very much a... I mean, this is great. Virgin just ticks every box for me because I'll be honest, I'm not a morning person.
No.
So unless it's a really, really interesting excursion that I really cannot miss, you won't see me until at least, well, you know, it'll be before midday if you're lucky. So I am more of a night owl.
Yes.
But if you're not, you still have a brilliant time on Virgin.
Yes, exactly.
But it does come to life in the evening.
Yes, but there's things like sunrise yoga, which I've done once or twice, which is really lovely, actually. Yeah,
is it?
Yeah, so right on the very top deck in an area of the ship called the Perch, and you sort of do this lovely 45-minute yoga class either when the sun's just coming up or you're in a port. And it just sets the nice...
Did it change your life?
It's very mindful.
It changed your day. Did it set you up for the day?
It did.
OK, right, well, I'm going to take your word for it. I might try it one time.
Yes.
I can't promise, but, you know, at some point, yeah, possibly at sunrise, I might just have finished...
You might be...
have finished the club.
With sunset yoga, you might.
Yeah, possibly. I think that might be more like it. But you know what? It's all about just doing what you want and not having that feeling of pace and the clock ticking. We need to be here then and whatever. It's very kind of easygoing, isn't it? And I like the sound of that. Let's just do the itinerary and then we can talk more. So we're on board for 13 nights out of Portsmouth in mid-September. Might be a sunny day in Portsmouth, you don't know. A couple of days at sea. We're in La Coruña in Spain. Explore the old town Quedada Vella. That was very nice. And the City of Glass galleries are superb. You could take an elevador up the Mont as well. Lisbon, we're here for an overnight. Great to have 2 days in Lisbon. I absolutely adore Lisbon. Just wandering around it. It's just a superb city. It's just so very different to anywhere else that you've seen. I do love the ocean area. I've got a real soft spot for it. And take the train down to Cascais if you get the chance as well. Casablanca, again, I mean, I've never been to Morocco. It's not that far away. If you think about it, you can almost throw a stone from Gibraltar over to Morocco, and I've never been. I can't believe. So different, and I just think it would be wonderful to just go and explore. Day at sea, and we're in Malaga. I think lots of people are familiar with Malaga. Lots of people take their flight into Malaga to get somewhere.
But actually, to go and explore Malaga as a city, not as many people do, and it's a great city.
True. The same for Granada as well. If you go up to Granada, even without going to the Alhambra, it's beautiful. Then we've got a day at sea, and then we've got our glow sticks ready because we've got an overnight in Ibiza.
We have.
What happens?
Oh, I love the overnight in Ibiza. And you can take your choice, really. You can just go into Ibiza town.
Yeah.
I went and found a nice rooftop bar and sat and chilled. Or certain times of the year you can go to... My kids went to see Calvin Harris when we went to town, but you know the choice is yours. You can...
San Antonio, apparently that's the place you go, isn't it, for the nightlife?
Yes.
But there is a hippie market as well, which would be lovely.
Yes.
Then we finished the cruise in Barcelona, and just in case you've overdone it in Ibiza, we thought we'd check you into a hotel for 2 nights before we come home. Barcelona's wonderful as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is one of those places that you could go 1,000 times and do 1,000 different things.
Yes.
Every time.
Yes, it
is
is.
wonderful. And actually, I do like the fact, let's just talk the practicalities of life. I do like the fact that the city centre and the airport, not a million miles away from each other. It's very easy to get from A to B. And they are very, very friendly in Barcelona. Of course, the weather still at this time of the year, you know, fingers crossed, is going to be a little bit better than it'll be back at home. But eventually we do have to come back home. We've got 2 nights into Barcelona before we then fly it back to the UK. So this is another incredible offer. If you book it today with Cruise1st, sailing Scarlet Lady from Portsmouth. 15 nights to Spain, Portugal, Morocco and Ibiza, with overnights in Lisbon and Ibiza. End in Barcelona, 2 nights in a hotel there, and then your flight back to the UK, all for one exceptional price tag. Let me tell you, this is what I love. I love there are so many inclusions already as part of your Virgin Voyage as well. Now on this one, our cheeky little special offer is if you book a sea view for an extra £199 per person, we'll upgrade that to a sea terrace balcony. Lovely. Here's the details for that then, which is lovely. I think that's brilliant. So if you are interested in this, jump on the phone lines as quickly as you possibly can. Oh, you throwing in a bar tab for this one, Jenny, as well? $200?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I didn't even have that on my notes.
Yeah.
She just slipped me a little envelope. Lovely, fantastic. We'll have a bit of that then. And remember, the bar tab is brilliant because that covers $200 worth of alcohol behind the bars and in the restaurants for you, and all of those restaurants are already included, by the way. Your soft drinks are already included. Those fitness classes we alluded to, they're already included. Your Wi-Fi is already included as well, which is brilliant. There is just so much included. In fact, let's just show you, because we've just got this new video from Virgin, so we're showing it off, of just life. And just a reminder, just if you didn't catch it at the top of the show, Alaska's going to be on the cards for Virgin soon.
Yes, summer 2026.
Fantastic. So we'll have those offers already.
Yeah, general sale.
Soon?
Yeah, general sale on the 13th of November.
Oh, so that's like probably by the time you're watching this, that will be already. So jump on the website or speak to our team about that. They'll be busy putting the packages together straight away for that, because I think actually that will be a game changer as well.
We're really excited about it.
And I think also it will get those people who want that lovely balance of, yes, I want to see the scenery, and I want to see the whales, and I want to see the glaciers carving, but I want to have real fun. And actually, for me, I have, maybe a preference that the kids aren't around and whatever.
Yes, definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
More choice.
Yeah, and great food as well.
Oh, amazing.
Excellent food.
Amazing. You get so spoilt, don't you, on these ships, because there are so many choices. But it's not all, fatty stodge and whatever. Like, so many healthy choices, isn't there?
I always say that to people. You could go on board and have a great time and party and eat loads and indulge yourself, or you can be really healthy. You can go to all the fitness classes, you can go to the gym, you can eat really healthy food. Everything's made fresh from the start. Each restaurant's got its own individual galley or kitchen area, so yeah, it's incredible food. And
just very, very quickly, because we're about to run out of time as always, but Sure Things, the excursions, massive choice of those on board.
Yeah, loads of things to do, and in Alaska I've not seen the programme yet for Sure Things, but they are going to be game changing, I'm sure, because everything that Virgin does is just that little bit more edgy, so I'm absolutely certain that our Sure Things in Alaska will be incredible.
Wouldn't you love to go and do the research for those Sure Things?
Yes, I would.
Alas, we've got other jobs to do. Jenny, thank you so much for coming in. You're going to have to come back again soon, because half an hour is never long enough, but you've given us too much again, you see. It's amazing.
Always.
Thank you, Jenny, and thank you for your company as well. Jump on those deals. If you've just come in at the end of the show, where have you been? Oh, I've got no watch on. See, we just don't watch the time here. But if you want to see the show again, it's on our YouTube channel as well, and it will pop up. But it will be taken off air just as quick as those offers sell out. They are some of the biggest deals of the decade I've ever seen with Virgin Voyages. So jump on them as quickly as you possibly can. And listen, don't you move a muscle now you're here. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.